Imagine witnessing a side of Bruce Lee that even Hollywood couldn't handle. The scenes that pushed him beyond limits and defined his legacy as a true martial arts icon. These are the fights that changed everything. Bruce Lee was more than a martial artist. He was a phenomenon, a force that redefined the art of combat on and off the screen. But there's a side of Bruce Lee that few know about. A side filled with rare, powerful fights that showcase his raw skills and groundbreaking techniques. These aren't just scenes. They are moments where Bruce left his mark on the martial arts world forever. From battles with legendary opponents to intense training scenes, this video uncovers the fight scenes that made Bruce Lee a global icon. Watch closely because each scene reveals something extraordinary about the man behind the legend. Section 1. The one-inch punch, precision and power. One of Bruce Lee's most legendary techniques was the one-inch punch. It wasn't just a move. It was a symbol of his control, his precision, and his unbelievable power. Imagine standing only an inch away from Bruce and feeling the full force of a punch that could knock you backward. In his films, he used this technique to add an intensity rarely seen on screen. This move was not only powerful, but incredibly controlled. It allowed Bruce to show a level of mastery that set him apart. The one-inch punch wasn't just about strength. It was about refining his energy and releasing it with precision. Every time he demonstrated this, his audience was left speechless. Bruce's one-inch punch wasn't a gimmick. It was real, it was practiced, and it was a key part of his legacy in martial arts. Section 2. The legendary rivals. Battles that defined. Bruce Lee didn't just fight on screen. He faced real martial artists, legends in their own right, and these battles added to the magic of his movies. In Way of the Dragon, Bruce went toe-to-toe with Chuck Norris, a karate champion known for his speed and strength. The scene was more than just a fight. It was an intense face-off between two martial arts giants. They circled each other, each movement loaded with anticipation, and then, in a split second, Bruce unleashed his famous sidekick, powerful and sharp. But what happened next left everyone stunned. Chuck fought back just as fiercely, testing Bruce like few had before. The rivalry between them was palpable, and the scene became iconic because of the sheer skill and respect between the two fighters. In these moments, Bruce wasn't just acting. He was proving himself against the best, cementing his legacy as an unmatched martial artist. Section 3. Street fights, the power of restraint. While Bruce's on-screen battles were intense, it was his portrayal of street fights that showed his true strength. In scenes where he faced multiple opponents, Bruce displayed not only his skills but his incredible restraint. Take the famous alley fight in The Big Boss. Surrounded by foes, Bruce maintained his composure, moving with calm precision, dispatching each attacker with fluid, controlled strikes. But what stood out was his restraint. He could have easily gone overboard, but he chose to hold back, showing his power without aggression. This was a side of Bruce that resonated deeply with fans. His understanding that true martial arts mastery wasn't about defeating an opponent, but controlling the fight, staying calm, and never fighting more than necessary. These scenes weren't just fights. They were lessons in respect, restraint, and the calm power that defined Bruce Lee. Section 4. The philosophy of be like water. Perhaps one of Bruce Lee's most profound contributions to martial arts was his philosophy, be like water. This idea wasn't just a saying, it was the core of his fighting style and how he approached life. In one of his iconic scenes, Bruce moves with a fluidity that's mesmerizing. He adapts to his opponent's style, shifting his stance, flowing from one technique to another with ease. This adaptability, this openness to change, made his fights look effortless yet intense. He wasn't rigid. He was a force that moved and adjusted, embodying the essence of water itself. This philosophy became a guiding principle for martial artists around the world, showing them that true strength lies in flexibility and adaptability. Bruce's be like water philosophy isn't just a quote. It's a mindset that transformed martial arts forever and left an indelible mark on his legacy. Call to action. If Bruce Lee's fight scenes and philosophy left you inspired, hit that like button and join us for more. Subscribe to uncover more stories behind the legends of martial arts. There's much more to explore. Let's keep Bruce's legacy alive together.